नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिहिल करीम रब्बि इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली। अद-दर्सु तासिउ अशरा अद-दर्सु तासिअ अशरा Chapter 19 Al-Mudir कम तालिबन जदीदन फी फस्लिका या शेखु कम तालिबन तमयीज jadidan is not of taliban. Okay, so this is singular and this is also singular because it is not. Fi faslika ya shaykhu, in your class, O shaykh. Okay, so how many new students are there in your class, O shaykh? Okay, so in the translation that I'm doing these days is in the normal English. So I'm saying how many new students are there. So you will not find it here. Okay, but in normal English, that's what you will say, right? So, but this is how you will write in Arabic. If you'll do literal translation, you'll say how many new students in your class, O Shaykh. That will be more literal translation. Al-Mudarrisu fihi asharatu tullabin jududin. So in it are 10 new students. Asharatu tullabin. Okay, so now we have started dealing with ma'dud, more than 3. From in lesson 19, we are dealing with ma'dud, more than 3. In lesson number 18, you were mostly dealing with muthanna, okay, 2. Now here you are dealing with more than 3, between 3 to 10. So asharatu tullabin. So when you are talking about male students, okay, the adad has to be muannas. Asharatu tullabin. Ma'dud is muzakkar. If ma'dud is muzakkar, then adad has to be muannas. Okay, that is the rule. So in it are 10 new students. Now jududin is plural of jadidun. Okay, so we are talking about plural. Now this is not of tullabin. So since tullabin is mudaf ilayh, that's why jududin is also majroor, because these tullabin jududin, they are not manut. So that's why this is also majroor. Okay. Now fihi is mutalik bil khabar. Okay. Asharatu tullabin jududin, you can treat the whole thing as mubtada muakhar, container. Okay. Al mudiru, min ayna hum, from where are they? Akulluhum min baladin wahidin, are they all from one country? Min is harfu jar. Min baladin, this is what? Country. This is majroor. So that's why this is majroor. And wahidin is the naat of baladin. So that's why this is also majroor. Okay. Kulluhum min baladin wahidin, are they from one country? Actually, that's the literal translation. But what does it mean in the normal English is, are they from the same country? That's what it means. Al-Mudarrisu, la hum min biladin mukhtalifatin. No, they are from different countries. Biladin mukhtalifatin is mudaf mudaf ilayh. This is mudaf mudaf ilayh. Sorry, this is not manut. Okay, this is mudaf. This is not mudaf. This is not manut. Min biladin mukhtalifatin. And min is harfu jar, so that's why this has become majroor, and this is not of that, so this is, so they are from different countries. Okay, biladin has to be plural. Why it has to be plural? Because he's talking about many countries. Mukhtalifat. The question was, are they from one country? So that's why it was baladun here, min baladin here. But here, this is biladin. Why? Because they are from different countries. Minhum thalathatu tullabin min al-Filippini. From them, there are 3 students from Philippines. Wa arba'atu tullabin min al-Yabani, and 4 students from Japan. Wa talibani min al-Sini, and 2 students from China. Wa talibun wahidun min Malaysia, and 1 student from Malaysia. So here, in this part of the sentence, you're dealing with plural. Min whom. In them, there are 3 students. Thalathatu tullabin. That's why this more between 3 to 10, the relationship between other than ma'dud is mudaf mudaf ilayh. So this is thalathatu tullabin. And you are dealing with male students. That's why adad has to be muannas. Adad has to be muannas. Okay? Thalathatu tullabin. Min Filippini, from Philippines. Okay? Now this Philippines is with al, so it will be fully flexible. Okay, min, so it will be Filippini. Okay, it will be Filippini. Wa arba'atu tullabin, and 4 students. This is also dealing with more than 3 and 4 students. So this is also mudaf mudaf ilayh relationship. Min al-Yabani, from Japan. Wa talibani, and 2 students. Min al-Sini, are from China. Wa talibun wahidun. Now we are dealing with single. So when you are dealing with 1 and 2, the relationship between other than ma'dud is not manut. The relationship between other than ma'dud is not manut. That's why talibun wahidun. This is not mudaf mudaf ilayh. It has to be not manut. Okay? Min Malaysia, from Malaysia. I hope it's clear. If any difficulty, you can ask me question by typing in the chat. Al-Mudiru, afi faslika tullabum min America. Are there students from America in your class? Afi faslika tullabun min America. Are there students from America in your class? Al-Mudarrisu, na'am, yes. Fihi sab'atu tullabin America. In it are 7 students from America. In it are 7 students from America. Fihi mutalik bil khabar muqaddam. Sab'atu tullabin is mubtada muakhar. Okay. Min America is again mutalik bil khabar. Okay. Al-Mudiru, ahum jududun, are they new? Ahum jududun, are they new? Al-Mudarrisu, la hum qudama, no, they are not new, old, or you can say, you cannot say old in English. So in normal English, you say, no, they are senior, right? Are they new means are they freshers? No, they are not freshers, they are old or they are seniors. Qudama. Now, qadimun, the plural of that is qudama. Okay, qadimun is old, and the plural of that is qudama. Al-mudiru. Kam taliban fihi min urubba. This is tamyiz again. How many students in it means in class. Okay, how many students in it from Urubba, from Europe? Okay, the question is, how many students are there in the class, or are there in it from Europe? Al-mudarrisu fihi khamsatu tullabin min Inglaterra. In it are 5 students from England. Wa thamaniyatu tullabin min Almania, and 8 students from Germany. Almania means Germany, and remember that it is with Hamzatul Qata. So here you will not read this as min Almania. You say min Almania. Okay. Wasittatu tullabin min Faransa, and 6 students from France. Watis'atu tullabin min Yugoslavia, and 9 students from Yugoslavia. Okay, so maybe that time Yugoslavia was existing, so that's why it was. So this is the. I think there is no need of explanation because I've already explained similar sentences before. I hope you understand. But if you have any difficulty in this sentence, you can ask me. Al-mudiru shukran ya shaykhu. Thank you, oh Sheikh. Okay. So this was the conversation between Al-Mudarris and the Mudir. Okay. This was the conversation between Al-Mudarris and the principal. Iqra waqtu. Read and write. So brothers and sisters, whenever there are such exercises, Iqra waqtu, please write it, okay? Don't want, please do the practice of writing or typing in your computer. Okay. So here, the figure is written here for those who have not yet memorized the numbers. So they can see it here. So what does it mean? Okay. So thalatha means 3. Okay. Thalathatu tullabin. All these are feminine adad. Why? Because we are dealing in this chapter with masculine ma'dud. Okay. Thalathatu tullabin, 3 students. Sab'atu tullabin, 7 students. Okay, I think it's going this way sequentially. Okay. Thalathatu tullabin, 3 students. Arba'atu tullabin, 4 students. Khamsatu tullabin, 5 students. Sittatu tullabin, 6 students. You can repeat loudly on your side, brothers and sisters. Sab'atu tullabin, 7 students. Samaniyatu tullabin, 8 students. Tis'atu tullabin, 9 students. Asharatu tullabin, 10 students. So you have to remember واحد اثنان ثلاثة أربعة خمسة ستة سبعة ثمانية تسعة عشرة. Okay, remember these numbers. اقرأ واكتب. عندي 5 كتب وثلاثة أقلام. So these are the sentences without harakat. Make sure you are pronouncing the i'rab, you are taking care of the harakat and the i'rab properly. عندي 5 كتب وثلاثة أقلام. I have 5 books and 3 pens. خالد له 6 أبناء. Khalid have 6 sons. Okay. Khalidun lahu sittatu abna'in. Khalid is mubtada, and this is jumla ismiya khabar. Okay, and within this jumla ismiya khabar, this is mutalik bil khabar, and this you can take it as mubtada container of this. Okay. Kam akhan laki ya aminatu. How many brothers do you have, Amina? Laki. Akhan is tamyiz, so it is singular. How many brothers? You are doing the translation as brothers, but it is tamyiz, it is written singular. How many brothers do you have? Laki ya aminatu. Oh Amina. Li arba'atu ikhwatin. I have 4 brothers. Arba'atu, it is muannas. Why? Because we are dealing with ma'dud muzakkar. Okay. في الأسبوع 7 أيام. In a week there are 7 days. في الأسبوع 7 أيام. Okay. يوم is singular day, 1 day. أيام is days, and يوم is muzakkar in Arabic language. Okay. So أيام is used here. So sab'atu, this is muannas. Kam riyalan indaka al-ana ya Ammaru. How many riyals do you have now, O Ammar? Indi al-ana thamaniyatu riyalatin. I have now 8 riyals with me. I have me now 8 riyals. Why thamaniyatu muannas? Because riyalun is, the singular is muzakkar. Okay, in plural it is written as riyalatun, looks like feminine. Okay, but actually riyal is muzakkar. Okay. في هذا الحي 9 بيوت جديدة. Okay. في هذا الحي. في هذا is حرف جر واسم مجرور. In this area or in this district, hayyi. Why hayyi? Because this is musharun ilayh of hada. So that's why hada is majrur due to fi. So that's why this will also be majrur, because this is badal or musharun ilayh. So in this district, this atubuyutin jadidatin. There are 9 new houses. 9 new houses. Tis'atu buyutin. Buyutin is plural. Jadidatin is written singular. Why is that? Give me the answer in chat. Why this is singular? Now these are not man'ud. These have to match in all the 4 qualities. But why this is singular here? We are dealing with more houses, but why jadidatin is written singular? It should have been plural. Yes, that is the answer. Abdul Hussein Sadriwala, that's, you are right. So the answer is because Baytun is ghair aqil. Now all ghair aqil jama are referred as singular muannas. Okay, singular muannas. So that's why it is jadidatin, and it is not of buyutin. That's why it is also majrur, jadidatin. لهذه السيارة 4 أبواب. This car has 4 doors. Okay. Babun is again muzakkar. So then arba'atu, it is muannas because that's the other. Okay. لهذه السيارة. Li is harfu jar. هذه is, that's why it is majrur positionally. Okay, and this is musharun ilay as-sayyarati to hazihi. That's why this will also be majrur. Lihadihi as-sayyarati 4 abwabin. Okay. Then kam thamanu hadha al-kitabi. What is the price of this book? Thamanu means price or cost. What is the price of this book? Okay. Thamanuhu 7 riyalatin wa nisfun. Okay, its price is 7 riyals and half. Okay, this is how it is written. Inshallah, we will be dealing with these numbers more in second book. Okay, so you will know it more, inshallah. So the answer is the price, thamanuhu. What is this? Thamanuhu is what? This is mudaf mudafile, right? Price of it. We are talking about book. Thamanuhu. This is damir muttasil hu. Okay. The price of it is sab'atu, 7 riyals, or sab'atu riyalatin. Okay, 7 riyals. Wa nisfun, and half. Nisf means half. Nisfun in Arabic means half. Okay, 7.5 riyals. That's what it means. في هذا الفصل 10 طلاب قدامى و4 طلاب جدد. Okay. في هذا الفصل 10 طلاب قدامى و4 طلاب جدد. Okay. In this class are 10 old students and 4 new students. 10 طلاب, 10 students. قدامى is not of طلاب, but this is ending with alif maksura. So actually qudama, what is, in which halat is qudama? Is it rafa, is it nasab, or it is jar? Who can tell me? Position wise, this qudama, is it in rafa, is it in nasab, or it is jar? Is it marfu, is it mansub, or is it majroor? Majroor. Yes, jar. Okay. Why? Why it is jar and why it is majroor? Yes, it is not of طلاب. وأربعة طلاب, أربعة طلاب مضاف مضاف إليه, جدد. Okay, this is also not of طلاب. Okay. قميص عندك يا إبراهيم. How many shirts do you have, O Ibrahim? عندي 8 قمصان. I have 8 shirts. عندي 8 قمصان. I have 8 shirts. عندي ريالان و5 قروش. I have 2 riyals and 5 qurush. Now, qurush, you can say these are pennies, okay? The further division of 1 riyal, okay? So, I have riyalani. This is what? 2 riyals. I have 2 riyals and 5 qurush, okay? I have 2 riyals and 5 qurush. في هذه الحافلة 10 ركاب. In this minibus are 10 passengers. Rukabin is again from plural of rakibun, means someone who's mounted, like someone who sits on a horse. He's called. He's like he's mounted. So and when you are sitting in a bus, also as if you are mounting it. Okay, so you are sitting in it. So in this hafilatun is normally referred to minibus. Normally this is 25 seater bus. Okay, because in the New Arabic, the big bus is called bus. Okay, the big size bus is called bus, and the small size bus is called hafila. Okay, hafilatun. So in this hafila, okay, this is musharun ilay of hazihi. That's why it will be majrur. Fi hadhihi al-hafilati 10 rukkabin. Okay, now you have to answer these questions using the adad mentioned in the bracket. okay, using the adad mentioned in this bracket. Okay, I will read the example. Kam kitaban indaka, how many books do you have? Indi thalathatu kutubin, this is thalatha, right? Indi thalathatu kutubin. Come, so brothers and sisters, if you have a printed copy of this, you might have seen that there's a misprint here. There is come missing in some of the books. You can write it with your pen because I think it got misplaced. I have typed it here, so you can write it with your pen if you have. So, kam akhan laka ya Hamidu, how many brothers do you have, O Hamid? So your answer will be li khamsatu ikhwatin. Li khamsatu ikhwatin. Why khamsatu ikhwatin? Khamsatu because you are dealing with brothers. Brothers is masculine. So you have to use feminine adad. Khamsa. Okay, khamsatu. Kam amman laki ya Layla. How many paternal uncles, chachas, do you have, O Layla? So the answer will be li arba'atu a'mamin. Li arba'atu a'mamin. I have 4 chachas. Okay, or 4 paternal uncles. Kam ibnan laka ya shaykhu. How many sons do you have, O Shaykh? Li sittatu abna'in. I have 6 sons. Kam su'alan fi hadha darsi. How many questions are there in this lesson? I would like to say something about this. In Arabic, the question is called su'alun. In Arabic, the question is called su'alun. And you know, unfortunately, the people who are from the Urdu and Hindi background, when you ask them, they will say sawal, sawal. That is wrong. Actually, it's from Arabic language. Okay, and this letter here is not wow. Actually, it is Hamza. Now Hamza have to sit on some chair. Hamza always require some chair to sit because Hamza is so small. So sometimes Hamza sits on alif, sometimes Hamza sits on waw, okay, sometimes Hamza sits on so you have to say so this is basically Hamza. So it is not pronounced as suval wa. No, it is not. This is not wow. This is Hamza. So it should be read as su'alun. In Urdu also, you should not say how singular is. This is singular because this is tamiz. This is tamiz. Okay. So this is singular. Yeah. So you have, remember Siraj, always tamiz is singular. Su'alun is singular. Okay. Always tamiz is singular. Kam su'alan fi hadha dars. And why it is su'alan? Because tamiz is always mansoob. Okay. It is in nasab state, hala. Okay. Kam su'alan fi hadha dars. How many questions are there in this lesson? So your answer can be fihi thamaniyatu as'ilatin. Fihi thamaniyatu as'ilatin. The plural of su'alun is as'ilatun. Okay, the plural of su'alun is as'ilatun. Okay. Kam rakiban fil hafilati. Kam rakiban fil hafilati. How many passengers are there in the minibus? Fihi tis'atu rukkabin. Okay. Rakiban. Rakibun is singular. Okay, but it is tamyiz. It's not, and when you will do the normal translation, you say passengers. Okay, so you say fihi tis'atu rukabin. Kam riyalan fi jaybika. How many riyals do you have in your pocket? Jaybun means pocket, which is attached to the trouser or your shirt. That is called jayb. In Urdu language also, in Hindi also, it is called jayb. So, okay. So your answer will be fihi sab'atu riyalatin. Fihi sab'atu riyalatin. Kam thamanu hadha al-kitabi? What is the price of this book? Okay, kam thamanu hadha al-kitabi? What is the price of this book? What is the cost of this book? So you can say thamanuhu, or you can say thamanu hadha al-kitabi, or you can say thamanuhu asharatu riyalatin. Now here it's not mentioning the currency. So wherever, since we are dealing mostly with riyals in this lesson, so we will use that as a currency, because this book was taught in Saudi Arabia. So you can say thamanuhu asharatu riyalatin. Okay. Now in this exercise, there are words written, brothers and sisters. Now in these words, you have to use each one of it and use the adad from 3 to 10. And then take the second one, then use the adad from 3 to 10. And same thing you have to keep on repeating. Now, I will not take all of them. You need to practice this yourself. So when you will, I will take few of them, but you go and you practice yourself. Okay, that's for you to practice. Okay, so I will tell some of them. So thalathatu kutubin, because it is kitabun, so we are dealing with plural. Thalathatu kutubin, arba'atu kutubin, khamsatu kutubin, then sittatu kutubin, sab'atu kutubin, then thamaniyatu kutubin, tis'atu kutubin, asharatu kutubin. Okay, now same thing you have to repeat it. Okay, brothers and sisters. Now, for example, I will say, for this is new word. Okay, so I will say thalathatu urushin. This is qarshun. Qarshun means a penny. Okay, thalathatu urushin, arba'atu urushin. Urushin, I am making it plural. Okay, khamsatu urushin, sittatu urushin, sab'atu urushin, thamaniyatu urushin, tis'atu urushin, asharatu urushin. Okay, so this way you have to practice anything. These are all you have, you know. Tajirun, you know. This is tujarun, you will use rajulun, rijalun, talibun, tullabun, and you use all of them. Riyalun, riyalatun. Okay, ibnun, abna'un. So I think you can do it, but you need to practice this, brothers and sisters, yourself. Okay. Now, what are the new words you have learned in this chapter? Al-kalimatul jadida. Okay. Al-thamanu, the price. Nisfun, half. Al-riyalu, riyal. Riyalatun is jama of that. Al-hafilatu, minibus. Hafilatun, buses. Okay. As-su'alu, question. As-ilatun, questions. Al-baladu, country. Biladun, countries. Al-yawmu, a day. Ayyamun, days. Al-qirshun. Okay, so it is qirshun. Okay, al-qirshu is a penny. Qurushun is pennies. Rakibun, passenger, rukabun, passengers, qadimun, old, qudama, plural of that, al-jaybu, juyubun, plural of jayb is juyubun. Now these are the name of countries that have come in this. Urba for Europe, Faransa for France, Mukhtalifatun means various, Mukhtalifatun means various, several, okay, various or several. Almania, Germany. Yugoslavia, this country no more exists now. I think it is, which is that country now? What is the name? It is changed now. Malaysia, Malaysia. Okay. So let's go for number 20.